The small cafe on Sunflower Street. On a quiet street called Sunflower Street, there was a very small cafe. Many people walked past it every day, but not everyone noticed it. The cafe was painted light yellow, and there were always fresh flowers on the tables outside. When the wind blew, the flowers danced softly, as if they were greeting the visitors. The owner of the cafe was a young man named Daniel. Daniel was not rich, he was not famous, but he had a dream. He wanted his cafe to be the coziest place in town. Every morning, Daniel woke up at 5:30 a.m. He stretched his arms, opened the window, and said, "Today will be a good day." Then he walked to the cafe with slow, calm steps while the city was still sleepy. The first customer. One Monday morning, while Daniel was cleaning the counter, the bell on the door rang. Ding! An old man entered. He wore a brown hat and carried a newspaper under his arm. "Good morning," the old man said kindly. "Good morning. Welcome," Daniel replied with a big smile. The old man looked around. "This place feels peaceful," he said. "That makes me happy," Daniel answered. The old man ordered a simple black coffee. When, when he took the first sip, he closed his eyes. "This is excellent coffee." Daniel's heart felt warm. It was the first compliment of the day, and he loved it. A rainy surprise. Later that week, something unexpected happened. Dark clouds filled the sky. Soon, heavy rain started to fall. People ran through the street looking for shelter. Suddenly, many strangers entered the cafe at the same time. Ting, ting, ting. The small cafe became full. A mother with two children, a college student with a heavy backpack, a tired delivery driver, a woman talking loudly on the phone. At first, Daniel felt nervous. What if I make mistakes? What if the coffee is too strong? What if people don't like the food? But then he took a slow breath. Step by step, he whispered to himself. He prepared not hot drinks, toasted bread, and served slices of orange cake. The cafe smelled like sugar and fresh coffee. Outside, the rain continued. Inside, people started talking to each other. The children laughed. The delivery driver relaxed his shoulders. The woman on the phone finally smiled, and Daniel realized something important. The cafe was not just a place for coffee, it was a place for comfort. Sophia. One afternoon, a young woman entered the cafe carrying a notebook. She looked curious. Her eyes moved everywhere. "Hello," Danielle said. "Hi, is this seat free?" she asked. "Of course." She sat near the window and ordered a cappuccino. After a few minutes, Danielle noticed she was drawing. "Are you an artist?" he asked politely. She nodded. "My name is Sophia. I draw places that feel alive." Danielle liked that sentence very much. Alive, he repeated. Yes, she said. Some places have energy. Your cafe has it. Danielle almost dropped a spoon. No one has ever said that before. Sophia smiled. Well, now someone has. The drawing. The next day, Sophia returned, and, and the next. Soon it became a routine. She would sit by the window, drink coffee, and draw. One morning, she showed Daniel her notebook. Inside was a beautiful drawing of the cafe, the flowers, the tables, the soft light, even Daniel cleaning the counter. This is incredible, he said. You created this atmosphere, she replied. She replied. Daniel felt proud, but also shy. May I hang this drawing on the wall? He asked. Only if you promise me free coffee forever, Sophia joked. Daniel laughed. Deal. From that day on, the drawing became the cafe's first decoration. Customers, uh, after, customers often stopped to look at it. It feels so real, they would say. And Daniel would answer, that's because it is. The busy Saturday. One Saturday morning, something unusual happened. A travel blogger posted a photo of the cafe online. The caption said, a hidden treasure on Sunflower Street. By 9 a.m., a line had formed outside. Daniel looked through the window. His eyes grew wide. Oh no, or oh yes, he said nervously. The bell rang non-stop. Ding, ding, ding. 2 coffees. 1 tea, please. Do you have sandwiches? Daniel moved faster than ever before, but he remembered to breathe, to smile, to stay calm. After 2 hours, Sophia arrived. She looked around and said, wow, you are famous now. Daniel shook his head. No, just busy. He, she rolled up her sleeves. Tell me what to do. Together they worked side by side, like a team, like old friends. At the end of the day, Daniel sat down, exhausted. I have never worked this hard, he admitted. Sophia placed a cup of tea in front of him. But look how far you have become. You have come. He looked around. The cafe was messy, empty cups, crumbs on the tables, but the room still felt warm, still alive. A moment of doubt. That night, after closing, Daniel stayed alone in the cafe. Silence filled the space. He thought, can I keep doing this? Am I strong enough? Running a cafe was not easy. There were bills, early mornings, long days. But then he noticed something. On the wall, customers had started leaving small notes. Best coffee in town. Thank you for your kindness. This place makes me feel safe. Daniel touched one of the notes gently, and suddenly his doubt became smaller, much smaller. Winter, winter comes. Months passed. Summer turned into autumn. Autumn turned into winter. The air grew cold, and people walked faster through the streets. So Daniel had an idea. He placed a small sign outside. Free mini cookie with every hot drink. People loved it. Soon the cafe smelled like cinnamon and chocolate. One evening, the old man with the brown hat returned. I see you are still making excellent coffee, he said. And you are still my favorite customer, Daniel replied. The old man chuckled. You know why people return here? Daniel shook his head. Because you see them. Daniel thought about that for a long time. There is no day. One rare one rare moment, one rare morning, something magical happened. Snow began snow began to fall. Soft, quiet, beautiful. The entire street turned white. Daniel stepped outside and whispered, Unbelievable. Sophia arrived soon after, her cheeks her cheeks red from the cold. Quick, she said, come outside. They stood in front of the cafe watching the snow. For a moment, no one spoke. Then Sophia said, You built more than a cafe. Daniel, what do you mean? You built a place where memories happen. He looked at the door, at the windows, at the drawing on the wall, and he realized she was right. 1 year later, on the cafe's first anniversary, Daniel organized a small celebration. Nothing fancy, just music, lights, and good food. The old man came, the delivery driver came, families came, students came, and Sophia, of course, was there. She handed Daniel a wrapped gift. Inside was a new drawing, but this one was bigger. It showed the cafe during every season, flowers in spring, sun in summer, leaves in autumn, snow in winter. At the bottom, she had written, Dreams grow when we care for them daily. I will repeat, dreams grow when we care for them daily. Daniel felt his eyes fill with tears, happy tears. Thank you, he said softly. No, Sophia replied. Thank you for creating this place. The real secret. Later that night, while closing the cafe, Daniel reflected on his journey. He once believed the secret to success was perfect coffee, or beautiful decoration, or low prices. But now he knew the truth. The real secret was simple: greeting people warmly, listening carefully, working with patience, believing in small progress. Before turning off the lights, he looked around one last time and said, I'm glad I didn't give up. Outside, the street was quiet again, just like the beginning. But Daniel was no longer the same person. He was stronger, braver, and deeply grateful. He looked, he locked the door, smiled at the sign, and whispered, See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching and listening to this story. Could you tell me what was the advice Sophia written in the bottom of the note, in the bottom of the gift that she gave to Daniel? Tell me in the comments. See you in the next story. Bye for now.